YouTube is going to 73, making just sort of a general idea video on knives. And you hear people throw around the term like custom, production, mid-tech, etc. Especially custom, in my opinion, is just an adjective for knives that sort of just gets overused. And it's definitely not, I'm not trying to put people down or anything, but they'll call something a custom knife when it's not really, at least in my opinion. Now, in my opinion, a custom knife has two main things going that it has to have. The first thing would be that it's handmade. To me, that's a given. Now, some people confuse handmade and custom. Not all handmades are customs, in my opinion. Okay, that makes sense. So you can have a handmade knife that's not custom. And then the second aspect, in my opinion, is that a custom knife has to have some input from the buyer on how the final product, they have to have some influence. So, for example, if you, you're browsing blade forums and you go into the custom for sale forum for the, folders or whatever, and you just pick one out, is that really a custom knife? To me, custom means that it has features that I chose and things that I specified to make it a custom for me, If you're just buying a knife, off like an exchange or from a website, and they're saying it's custom, in my opinion, it's not. It's just a handmade knife. It's still awesome. It still has all the fit and finish. There's no difference between, say, ordering, buying it that way, and if you ordered it that way, the final product isn't, they're exactly the same. So if Ray posted this knife and I bought it, and then I, also told him to make one just like this, they're both exactly the same knife, but the first one is a handmade, while the second one is a custom. And one thing that would be a good example, in my opinion, would be like Anza knives. They are all handmade. That's a fact. Some of them you can't get custom. You can submit your own design. They'll make it for you. But for me, I just went and bought mine off a table. Not very custom, in my opinion. And then some people will take my idea, of custom, of designing, or not designing, but of having input to the final design. They'll say, well, a custom is only a knife that you design yourself. I don't think that, not in my opinion. But say for this Lock and Eco, right? I told him how big to make the knife. So he didn't just go say, I'm going to make, a 3 3/8 of an inch blade. I told him to make it that big. I told him to have this color G10 with this finish. I told him to do this style of finish on the handle, orange peel. So in my opinion, and I even specified the thickness of the blade, but in my opinion, those are asked. I didn't demand it. You will do this. I asked him nicely, if he could do that, and he said sure. So, to me, that makes this a custom knife because I had input into the final design. So whereas and some people say like a Sabenza is a custom knife. No, it's totally made by machines. It's maybe finished by hand. In my opinion, it's a mid-tech. And then you have knives like the ZT, definitely production. So really, you can have production, you can have mid-tech, and then you can have customs and handmades, which are the same thing. The final product, if I had two knives on here and I told you they're both handmade, they're not both necessarily custom. So I hope I made sense there. And I'm sure people disagree with me saying, well, if it's handmade and it's custom, it's the same thing. In my opinion, no. And opinions, are like, what people say. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you feel differently, leave a comment. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.